watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
From the gun, here's Smith. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
If we had $1 for every time we heard a team talk about explosive plays and how valuable they are, we probably wouldn't have to work very much. And we just saw a big one there. And then they tried to go explosive again, going for 2.
Yeah, is that a little too risky, you think? Just kick the extra point?
You know, I'm all about getting points. And if I feel good about my kicker, I go ahead and do that. But with that ball at the 2-yard line, going for 2, I think it's awfully tempting for teams nowadays.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They start on the ground with Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again to Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Now Geno. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Frank Clark getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A shotgun snap for Smith. A dump off to Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Emmanuel Agba in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out of the gun, Smith. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Chiefs are in for 6.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. A first trip to the red zone for KC. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They run with Thomas. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. This is Thomas. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, here's Smith. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Emmanuel Agba in there to drop him, and that is 2 sacks for him now here in this first half. So on fourth down, here's the punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now here's Mahomes. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. A big play on third down for the Chiefs. 41 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he'll with it over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Left, 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 left.
He's going to get it running right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Z. Under. Z.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Dayon Buchanan. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Jeff Locke now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end the drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Will Fuller, 27 yards, and the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A first down carry by Alot. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw on second down is Smith. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Smith now looking to throw on second down. Drops it underneath to Alot. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And incomplete here on third down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down.
Slow.
They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Mahomes now on first down. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 27 yards. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Slow. 3 down. 25, check 25, check 25. Slow.
On first down, it's Smith. He's going to loft one, deep left, and got his man, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Slow. Ready. 319. Under.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys claw one back. And he's able to put it through. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Ready. Green 90.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll go on the ground. He's to the 10, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now here come the Cowboys. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Smith on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
We got 3. Slow. Z.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Butker now to add the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty close.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Reggie Ragland in there to get him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Smith. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And now the ball's loose. loses it. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.